Hola, hola. Hello, hello, hello. Testing. Okay, so we're gonna review a few cards I look at today. So the spot is small blind versus button, 3BetPot, and we have 100 big blinds, so it is cash game. So yeah, as always, we are going to look for train our intuition and find blunders. So what is a blunder in chess is like when you make a huge mistake, like really EV less, EV minus. So yeah, big error. And what I want is find spots. Yeah, so for study the spot later on. Okay, so we are set. That's the tree you can see now. The tree I used to make the settings I used to make the trees. There is some donk bed in turn, and yeah, 2 sides on flop. The range are pretty standard, just maybe some people are going to play differently with jacks and tens in position. Some people are going for bets, some people are going to call, but overall I put some weight in all of the for betting or calling. So let's start now. What we are going to study is we are going to start float flop. So I never review these cards, so it might be interesting. So a float is when the opponent is checked to us instead of making the c-bet, and we have the option of baiting. Here there is always b2 sizing and check. So with that hand, probably going to check here. Yeah, I mean with the backdoor king high and this, that's not a hand I want to bluff. Interesting that in that spot we are only betting 26% of our whole range, which is really low. What's interesting also is it appears to have no clear hands. We're gonna bet 70, so it's just mixing around, and actually the hand who we choose to bet 70 is either mixing or really small advantage, EV speaking, relatively to check. So yeah. Probably, as we saw before, we had that's a good board for OOP, just because you have a lot of nut here that we don't have a lot of ace king, for example. We should be 4-betting a lot. So with that in mind, I'm okay to check here. Yeah. Okay, so we either check or bet a third, and again, yeah, and that's what we are betting big, 22%. Our equity is 47, so isn't that bad. Our whole range is 47 here, is not that bad, and our combo 70, which is not that great. I was expecting a bit more when we are facing a check, but it's okay. I'm gonna bet. Sizing is probably big. As we see before, there was little size, so yeah, big size. But it's not a mistake to make a third, as there is almost no difference in EV. Um, 7.6 here. Gonna bet as well, and pretty big 70. Yeah. Oh, surprising. Yeah. Surprising is better to bet a third, but it's not a mistake to bet big. The same principle apply. There is so little difference between betting big and betting small that it's almost the same. %100 betting big here. Oh, again, we prefer to bet small. That's tricky. Yeah, but that's the thing here is that is a spot we are going to bet a lot. 54% of the times. So we need to have some good hand in our bet of third, and our hand we are blocking Jack 10 and all the tens who are a big threat to us. And yeah. So yeah, makes sense. Probably checking here. Yeah. Here, probably checking as well. Yeah. We just don't have enough equity, I feel, and we have showdown value. I don't know. We have 25% equity here, and yeah, it's good. We just saw that spot not long time ago, right? Oh, it was a different board. Oh, it was a different board. Here I'm going to probably betting large. Yeah, either large or small. It's okay. Probably checking here. Yeah, big mistake to be betting big here. So I'm going to change the spot, and I'm going to review my turn c-bet strategy. So yeah, we 3-bet pre-flop on small blind, we bet a third, we get called on that board, and the turn is a jack of clubs. We have now a flush draw, and I remember that I make a mistake. I check it, and it was a clear bet, I feel. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna say it's a bet. Maybe 75% of the pot is okay. Yeah. I remember just before I make a mistake, and I check that, and yeah, it's really clear bet here. Just because we have a good bluff, we are not blocking his value range, and yeah, it's good. That one, we bet a third on the flop, we get called, and now on turn, what we're gonna do, I feel we can bet for value. I don't mind checking, but yeah, if I'm betting small, so I will bet 1/3 of pot. Yeah, perfect. Checking is not a mistake, that's good. And the other hand, we are betting 1/3 is nines. That's a clear bet. Yeah. Okay. Here we bet big on the flop, 70% we see bet, and then we get call on the turn. Probably checking here. Yeah, perfect. But betting small is fine as well with the same EV. That's why the hand is mixing. And yeah, the mistake will be to bet big here. Okay. We see bet aces. I'm gonna bet big here. I feel like the 6 is a card that some of the backdoor in this are going to call, and we are not blocking the king. So yeah, I'm going overbet, maybe overbet here. 130% or 75, maybe 75. Yeah, 75. I'm going to bet. Yeah, perfect. They are the same EVs, so yeah, I didn't make a mistake here. We have 85% equity in that hand, and our range is 50 only. So yeah. We bet a third on the flop. Do we have value here? I feel no, because our range pre-flop is very strong, so we don't need. There is a lot of better hands for value betting than fives, but we might need protection from all the backdoor he was calling on flop, so I'm going to bet 1/3 again here. Okay, that's fine. Check-in's fine as well. But yeah, I was expecting checking to be lower EV than betting a third. We have 53% equity with our hand here, and our range 54. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to check that. King 9. Perfect. That's the clear check here. And here as well, I have no equity, and his range is relatively strong, as he call 70% of the flop. So yeah, sim checking is better. For give up probably. Okay, so I marked that hand before, so it must be an interesting one. Yeah, I remember that hand. That hand is really interesting. I decided to check here, and it was a clear mistake. It's a bet. Like here, that's really interesting. I mean, what interesting is not that PO is betting this. Is that the difference in EV? Here we have a pot of 30 big blind, and the difference between checking and betting big is like really huge. It's like almost 10%, 10% of the pot. So yeah. So some of the hand he overbet clearly is 7-6, which makes a lot of sense because we are not blocking ace or queens, and flush draw as well we're not blocking, so we want to get paid. 75 sixes, yeah, and 5-6 without the backdoor, without the flush draw, sorry. And the hand we are clearly checking here is queen jack, make a lot of sense. Nines make a lot of sense as well. Aces maybe a bit counterintuitive, but yeah, if the hand is in that line of checking, it's a big mistake to not do it. So if you are betting aces in that spot, you are losing a lot of EV. So yeah, that hand is definitely one of the most interesting I find today. I will mark it again. Yeah, so yeah, we need to bet that hand. I want to look at that spot more deeply in the tree and look why is that, because we have only 29% equity, and I don't know, I feel we should be more polarized here. Next hand, I stand here, we bet 70, he calls. Probably gonna bet again or check. Yeah, I'm going to bet again, and yeah, I think betting third pot is fine here. Oh yeah, okay, he's not fine at all. He's not fine at all. That's a big mistake. 3% of the pot here, which is huge. Yeah. Okay, I just overplay my hand here. We have only 36% equity and we are out of position, so if we are making the pot bigger, it will be very hard in the river, and without blocking any of the flush draw, it's a clear check. A clear check. Here we bet a third, get called, and on turn I will be betting again and probably small, a third again. Looks fine. Okay, so it's a check, but betting small isn't that bad. It's a very small difference, so yeah. What's need to be pointing here is in that spot we are never betting 1/3, only 1% of our range, but a third of all the hand we have, only 1%. So we either overbet or bet big or check. Yeah, and the hand we are betting big is 7/6 without any flush draw. We are checking queens, jacks, kings. Make a lot of sense again. Yeah, I'm checking this for sure. Good. I don't know if we can slow play that with the ace of club. I think we can check and let him bet. Like, I feel like if you have a hand like queen jack or stuff like that, he's gonna be bet big. And yeah, with the ace of club, I don't feel we need that much protection here. So yeah, I'm going to check that. Let's see. Okay, again, I make a big mistake here. And yeah, we should be always betting this. Just because it looked like we only check 38% of the time, so this means we are betting really many times here. And yeah, it seems that hands is better to bet. We have 84% equity here. And our range have 55% equity. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Make a mistake here of 3% of the pot. Yeah, what I want to do one day is every mistake of bigger than, let's say, 5% of the pot, drink a shot of vodka. Will be funny, I think. And that hand I'm going to check here. Ace jack. Yeah. Oh. How can I come back? How can I come back? Okay, I missed that one. But I just saw it was a clear check also. So here with spies I'm going to check here. I feel we don't have equity for continue barrering. Yes, it's a check. Betting a third is not that bad. And yeah, we are definitely barreling our flush draw even with an ace and king queen as well. Queens become a check as I feel in position can have a king, so yeah, just let him bet. And ace 3 is good. Jack is a clear check as well. Okay, that's good. I'm going to be checking that after betting a third, and yeah. Okay, perfect. Gonna be checking that as well. Oh god, that's really crazy. I mean, that's the kind of things I'm happy to to make that software, because when you find hand like that, you think, what the hell is going down, man? There's never enough surprise. Really, really crazy. I mean, how you can be betting against that hand as a bluff? I mean, yes, you are not blocking any flush draw, so it's very possible him have a flush draw, but why with a jack, for example? I mean, he can still have jack 10. You can see here we are overbetting S9 all in. That's shoving. Yeah? We are overbetting 170% of the pot, so yeah. The pot is 45 big blind here after our big bet on the flop. Oh yeah, that's I definitely want to look at the tree of that spot. Really interesting. We are only checking 24% here. And our hand have 33 equity. So why we choose that hand? I mean, yeah. We are checking king jack without any flush draw. We know without blocking any flush draw. 5 makes sense. Yeah. We are betting 75 with ace queen, which makes a lot of sense. 7-6. This. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if we pick a jack or a queen, we are probably good most of the times. And yeah, plus the thing is, a queen can. There is a queen here, so there is a queen less to complete the flush. So yeah, only the queen of club is kind of sucks. Yeah, but I don't know, that's really crazy stuff. I'm gonna mark the hand, and I'm definitely gonna make the tree and look at it, because yeah, very interesting, very interesting. Let's change that spot and let's look at turn float a bit. So here we see, yeah, we call pre-flop the 3bet, and we call c-bet on flop, and turn the out of position player is check to us, so we have the choice of bet of check again, and I'm probably gonna bet that one for sure, and I'm going to bet. I remember I looked at one already and I make a mistake, that's why it comes again. I chose to bet pretty big and it was a mistake. It is betting small because we have a lot of equity here and our range as well. I mean, that's really high to have. Our range have a 74% equity is like huge. It's a spot like you don't want to be betting big. I feel we don't want to be betting big ever. You just have too much equity, and yeah. Yeah, so if you be betting big that in that kind of spot, you are definitely wrong. Good. I mark that one. So we call a c-bet of a third on the flop, and he get check to us. I'm going to bet big here for sure. I mean, I don't remember the answer, and I saw the card before, but I'm going to be betting big, maybe 130 or 75, one of the balls. Yeah, 75. Okay. So it's been before I thought about. Oh, no, that's a big difference between overbetting and betting 75. So yeah, it might be why I marked the hand before. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna mark it again because I don't want to be saying that it's okay to be overbetting here. It's a big mistake. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Here I might be shoving, but yeah, I'm going to be betting 75 here. Okay, almost the same EV. What will be bad is checking or overbetting. So yeah, that's good. 5-3 here. Do Pio like to bluff that one? I think yes. But I feel we have a lot of better hand, like, I don't know, 9-8, something like this. Or is there King 9? I prefer to bet. So I will be check. I don't know. I mean, before studio I will be checking that, but now that I look at more spot, maybe betting that a third, a small bluff here. Oh, okay, a big mistake. Yeah, here. See, that's a big mistake, and that's a spot I should be looking deeply in with piosolver. Is yes, it's big difference. The pot is 30 big blind here, and the difference is 3% of the pot between betting small and checking. So yeah, and on top of that, on that turn we are never betting small. Only 1% of our range. That line is the frequency of our whole range, all the range. So we are never betting 1/3, only 1%. So it's either 75 or check. Yeah, and the hand who are betting clearly. I mean, when I mean clearly, it means that if you do another thing, is a mistake. So it's King 5. There's a backdoor. Okay. Ace Jack for value makes sense. 4s and 4-3. Okay. And if we can be betting King 10, 8s. Okay, that's good. So I make a mistake again here. I'm gonna mark the hand. Okay, we call c-bet of third pot in position, and he checks on turn. I don't know what we want to do here. I feel like betting a third is okay, and it's kind of okay, but it's better to check. Yeah, would be a mistake to be betting big here. So okay, with S9, do we want to overbet shove here? No, because we're buckling an S. So 75 seems good. Yeah, perfect. We don't want to overbet as I thought. Okay, and checking is a big mistake. Good. Let's fire 3 more and I'm gonna warp it. I'll check this. Alright. We have 28 equity. Okay. I'm going to... Oh, that one is hard. Because... Do we want protection here? I mean, we are blocking ace high. A lot of ace. And we have a pair, small pair. I think I will be happy to bluff catch on river with that hand, so I will be checking. Let's see. Perfect. Perfect. Betting a third is not bad, but checking is a bit better. Okay, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you and goodbye.